If this video is helpful to you, please consider subscribing to your channel, like the video and comment your feedback. So first of all, I'm going to create a new React.js project. So I'm going to create the new React.js project using create React app. Npx create React app. I'm giving the name as hook form project. So it will take a few seconds. We have to wait for that. Okay, so this is our new React.js project. Next, I am going to remove all the boilerplate codes or unwanted codes like logos, app.test, and I'm going to remove these part from index.js, and I'm going to change the app.js. So now you can see that this is the project. So next I'm going to do is to create a form. Inside this form, I'm going to create an input and giving the placeholder such that user name, and I'm going to give the name as username as like this way. Then next I'm going to create another input. Here I am going to give the placeholder as email and the name as like this way. So we have created the two inputs for username and email. Next I am going to create another, that is button. So I am giving the button as sign up as like this way, and also the type of the button as submit. Okay, so first of all I have done is to create a form with the two input and a button, a username and email. Okay, next we have to do is to import or install three things. The one thing is a React hook form. So for that I'm going to take the new terminal hook form project. Then I'm going to type npm install React hook form as like this way. So now React hook form will be installed into our new React.js project. Okay, so here you can see that in the package.json, the React hook form is installed. Okay, so next I'm going to, we have to install is yep. So using yep is very important or very useful. That is, it is more easy to handle the errors. So I'm going to install yep like npm install yep as like this way. So now yep will be installed into our React.js project. So you can see the yep in the package.json like this way. Okay, so next I'm going to do is to install another thing, that is yep resolver. Or for that we can see that here npm yep resolver. In this first link, just copy this npm at hook form slash resolvers, and I'm going to run this command. Now yep resolver also will be installed into our project. So you can see that in the package.json, yep resolver also get installed into our react.js project. So we have installed three things, that is, one is react hook form, then next is yep, then next is yep resolver. So the next thing that we have to do is to import these three things. That means import something from react hook form. So the thing that we have to import is use form. Okay, so we have used the react hook form. Next we have to import is yep, that is yep is imported like this way from yep. Okay, so next we have to import is the yep resolver. So yep resolver is imported as yep resolver from hook form resolvers. So here after this we have to give the slash yep. Okay, so we have imported the react hook form and yep and yep resolvers. Okay, so now the thing that we have to do is to define three things, the three things from the react hook form. That means one is register, then other thing is handle submit, then the third one is errors. So errors is used from the or giving inside of this form state, sorry, form state, and inside of this form states we are giving these errors as like this way. Then we have to use the use form as like this. Okay, so now we have defined this register, handle submit, and errors from the react hook form. So next, first thing that we have to do is to use this register. So we have to use this register, hand submit, and errors. So registers are used in this input field as, first of all, we have to give the parentheses as like this way, and we have to give three dots, and then we have to write the register. Inside the register we have to pass the username. Okay, the same as like that of this, we have to give the register inside this parenthesis here also. So inside this register parenthesis we have to give the email as like this way. So we have used this email sorry register into our input that we have registered it. Next we have to use the handle submit. So using the handle submit is inside this form. So inside this form we know there is on submit. So inside this home submit we have to use the handle submit as it directly. Then inside this handle submit we have to use one more thing, that is the on submit like this way, and next we have to do is to define that on submit like an arrow function, and inside this on submit we will get the data that we are passing. Okay, so when we logged the data, okay, so we have used the handle submit also. So next we have to do is to handle the error. So how to handle error? So for that we are using the yep. So using the yep for handling error is very helpful. So for that, first of all, I am going to define a schema. That means I am giving the name of the schema as app schema, as the name of the component as app. So I am giving app schema. So here inside this app schema we have to write yep dot object dot page shape, and we have to give inside it as name username colon yep dot string dot required. So this is the thing that we have to define or give inside this app schema. So you know that username we are passing is string, then we have to give is a required option. So inside this required I am giving a string that such as email is required. Okay, next I'm going to use the email as same as like that of username. That means yep dot string dot email. So by giving this email, we can give the condition such that it should be an form of email. So inside this required, I'm going to sorry, here we have to give the username, and here it is email. So email is required. So this is the way of defining the schema. So next we have to do is to use this app schema. So for that, inside this use form, I'm going to use this app schema as by giving the resolver colon app resolver. So here we need to use the app resolver. So inside this app resolver, we can pass the app schema as like this way directly. Okay, so first of all, we have done is to import these three things, and next we have used this register, handle, submit, then errors. So then we have defined the app schema, and we have assigned this app schema into this app resolver as like this way. It is very simple. So here you can see that we have used the email condition, and also we can give a minimum condition, maximum condition, like that many things inside this. So it is very useful and simple when we are using yep. So next thing that we have to do is to use these errors. So here we know there is input. So I'll under the input, I'm going to use this errors. So here the using of errors is like that, such as errors dot username question mark message. So this is a way of using the errors, and I'm copying this completely and putting it under this input, and I'm giving it as email here. Okay, so now you can see that in the browser. Okay, there is an error. That means this errors is not defined. So I think here I think it is form state is like this way. Now you can see that in the yes, now you can see that in the browser we can see the form as like this way. Don't consider the UI part, just consider the functionality. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to click the sign up button. You can see that when I click the sign up button, it will show the error. Yes, that is username is required and email is required. So we can give the style into this paragraph, that is style as color, that is red in this both cases. Okay, so yes, now you can see that when we click the sign up button first, username required message and email required message will came. Okay, so next I'm going to give the username. So when I give the username, you can see that it will go, the error message will move away. So next when I give the email also, you can see that yes, next error that is shown is email must be a valid email. So here I'm going to give the valid email such that so you can see that now it is gone. So now when I clicked on sign up button, it will be submitted. So when I inspected, you can see that in the console. So when I am going to click the sign up button, you can see that we can see the username username and email here. So that means the form is handled and also form is validated. So this is the way of using the use React hook form. So I think it is very useful, and also I think it is very understanding. So if it is useful to you, please consider subscribing to your channel, like the video, and comment your feedback. Thank you.